Okay, so my camera shut off, so I'm having to do this in two parts. So this is part two of the property information sheet training. Maybe I'll redo this video and put it all in one at a later date, but right now, I think this will suffice. Okay, so where we left off was hopping on this B box. So this B box right here, it says, if we pay market value and all closing costs and close when you're ready, will you take monthly payments until we get you cashed out in the near future? Those are some beautiful words. I've used them on several occasions. Oh man, I've used them a lot and they work. Trust me, they do work. Matter of fact, we used those same words when we took over 33 house package deal. And so they work. And you wonder to yourself, why would anybody, do that? Why would anybody just allow you to get into a property, or in this case, a 33 house package deal, worth over $5.5 million? Why would anybody allow you to get into a property in this way, or properties in this way? And I'll tell you this, when we took these properties over, most of them had renters. We negotiated a month that we didn't owe a payment for a whole month out. So that means we collected all the rents for a whole month on all of these properties. And we negotiated a 40-year amortization payment schedule. So the rents coming in, or should I say the payments going out for the mortgage, the payments that we pay on them per month, is a fraction of what the rents are actually bringing in. So we're actually making money monthly on these properties. But I will say this, it's kind of been a headache because that would be in a perfect world, but all the renters aren't paying the way that they're supposed to. I guess they're just testing us or whatever, but we are on the verge of converting all these properties into owner finance properties, so we really won't have that problem. But right now, like I said, I mean, it's we feel a little bit of squeeze on this deal, but man, it's really about to get good. So I know I went off on a little tangent, but that's just to go to show that this is powerful. This is powerful. Will you be willing to take monthly payments until we cash it out? Man, that's powerful. So anyways, there's no boxes, yes boxes here. See that right there? We're going on B right here. So if you ask the question to a seller, will you take market value until we cash out in the near future? And they say yes. Right here, just follow that. You just follow that line right there where it says yes. You check yes. When you check yes, this is your response. I'll have my boss call you shortly to discuss terms of the house. That's it. Because now it's just the closing call, okay? And every person that says yes may not mean yes. I believe, what's the conversion rate? I believe the conversion rate of yeses, when somebody answers yes to this sheet the very first time talking to somebody, it's like a 50% conversion rate. So like 50% of the people actually do the deal, or give you favorable terms to where you can work the deal. But 30% of the no leads, when you get this fully filled out and they say no, 30% of those people change to yes. So don't throw this paper in the trash once you get it all filled out, because then we will do a following call called a closing call with the $1 million script that you'll also learn. But right now, we don't want to get into information overload. This is the script that you need to know right here. Okay, for now. And as you learn more and more about the business, you'll learn more and more script, and it'll be in the training, and you learn how to make closing calls. So, if they say no, just follow that down. Put a check mark and follow it down. And what I like about this is it's kind of like how the Bible does. If you read the Bible will tell you something, or if you read it, it'll tell you something, then it'll tell you again, then it'll tell you again in a different way. That's kind of what this is like. It's saying, if we pay market value and all closing costs, and close when you're ready, will you be willing to take monthly payments until we get you cashed out in the future? And the seller says, no. Well, then you follow that line down. You say, so are you saying that the only way that you will sell is at retail price and all cash? That's basically asking them the same question, but in a different way. Are you saying that the only way you'll the only way that you'll sell is for full market value and all cash? If they say yes, there's no reason to even stay on the phone, okay? Because that's it. That's a wrap. Check no, you get off the phone. And matter of fact, when they say no, you follow it on down, and it says, so are you saying, no, if they say no, then that's basically like them saying yes to the previous question. And so if they say no, if you say, let me back up, I don't want to confuse you. If you say, so are you saying that the only way you'll sell is at retail price and all cash? And they say no. And then, well, your follow-up question is, so are you saying that you would consider terms for a fast sale at full price? In other words, are you saying that you're willing to to give us a term? Are you saying that you're willing to give us the time that we need? That you would take payments and give us the time that we need? Because one or two things that we need to make a deal. We either need the time or we need a deeply discounted price. We can pay you cash, but at a discount. A deep discount, a nice discount, okay? But if you want close to market value, you're gonna have to give us the time. You're gonna have to allow us to make you some payments until we can cash you out. They say, well, how long? Well, good question. And this is really on the closing call. You really don't have to worry about this part of it. But if they ask you, well, how long? If you don't know what to say, best thing to do is say, well, hey, I don't know, or I can get that for you. Matter of fact, just to get off on a little side note here, is one of the things that I've learned is when people are asking you, especially sellers, when they're asking you questions that you really don't know the answer to, don't get bogged up and try to give them an answer that you don't know, because they can smell that from a mile away. The easiest thing to do, and I call it the secret weapon. The secret weapon is to say, I don't know. The secret weapon is, hey, I'm just getting started in this. I'm new. All I'm doing is gathering information. And they'll let you right off the hook, big time. They won't expect you to know more than what you know. And they'll let you off the hook, and the deal is not lost. But if you try to act like you know more than you really do, hey, you can lose a deal very, very quickly that way. So, anyways, sorry to get off on that side note, but let me go back over this again. Okay, if we pay you market value and all closing costs and close when you're ready, will you be willing to take monthly payments till we cash out in the near future? Well, no. That's what the seller said. Well, you say, okay, well, so are you saying that the only way that you'll sell is at retail price and all cash? Well, no, I'm not saying that. Okay, so you're really kind of confused at this point. So are you saying that you would consider terms for a fast sale and full price? No. If they say no again, you just really confused, and you just kind of like, well, you know what? Just get off the phone. That's it. I'm sorry, but that won't work for us. That wouldn't make sense for us. Now let's go through and say yes. If we pay you market value and all closing costs and close when you're ready, will you take monthly payments till we get you cashed out in the near future? Yes. Well, I'll have my boss to call you shortly to discuss terms and the house. There you go. Go ahead and get get off the phone. That's assuming that you have all of this, which we're about to go over, which is real easy. You should have all this. This is just the specs of the house. So like I said, of course, you guys are gonna should be looking at this on your Trello as I'm going over this. Okay. And so, yes, hey, that's a yes lead. Get off the phone. If they say no, and then you ask, so are you saying that you'll pay, that the only way that you'll sell is at retail price and all cash? And they say, yes, that is the only way. That's what I'm saying. Well, you say, okay, I understand, but that won't make sense for us. That's it, get off the phone. But anyways, as you get, just follow along this thing. Use your charisma, and get these questions answered as completely as you possibly can. Okay? Now, this section down here is right here. How did you arrive at your asking price? Just a question. What's your reason for selling? Those are very important questions. Why? Because it gives us an inkling or a peek view into their level of motivation to sell. If they say, well, hey, it was my mom's house and, whatever, my mom passed away, unfortunately. There's a level of motivation. I live in California. She's in Texas. Her house is in Texas. Hey, that's a level. They want to get rid of that house, So, does it need repairs? Yes, no, the approximate amount. Write that in. Is it vacant? Is it occupied? Write those in. When do you want to move? There's a star on that because, again, that's saying, is it vacant or when do you want to move? Those are not the same question. When do you want to move? That's also giving us another indication of their level of motivation, assuming that they live in the house. Okay. Is the house listed? Now, if it's listed, let's see, I took some notes on that. If the house is listed, okay, you got about 3 different things you can do. One is you can wait till that listing is expired. You can ask the realtor to release it, or you can pay the commissions to the realtor because the realtor is in control of that house. And if you so much as try to buy that house and it's listed with a listing agreement with an agent, you will be sued. They will sue you and they will also sue the seller and they will win. They will definitely win. So be careful about dealing with listed properties. Okay, a lot of times they need to just direct you straight on to the realtor. But if you don't want to deal with the realtor, which I don't like dealing with realtors, not in this regard, anyways, you need to tell them that they need to have the realtor to release that property. Ask them because it's up to the realtor. Okay. Right here is just a description. How many bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, lot size. This is stuff that once you get on the phone with the seller, a lot of times I bounce all around here. I don't start up here and just go right in the line, A lot of times you get on, you ask a few questions, and just be quiet. Just shut up. Because the seller will start spilling all the beans. They'll tell you everything that you need to know about the house. Oh, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Oh, the garage is this, the garage is that, or whatever. They're going to start telling you, and all you do is just be quiet and write in. Skip all around writing in all this information as they talk. Okay? Or if you have the information before you call, you can put in how many bedrooms, bathrooms, or whatever. And then when you get on the phone, you don't have to. You can just, this basically is just confirming the information that you already have. This little box right here is the magic. That's where the magic happens. Now, for the acquisitionist, this box is going to be left blank. When this sheet is fully filled out and turned in, this box will be left blank because this is a box for the closing call. See that? That is the closing call box right there, okay? And like I said, that's not for this video. That's for the closer. So, so that's about it in a nutshell. Let me check out my notes, make sure I didn't miss anything. And that's about it. So, I hope I explained that pretty good. And remember, this is video part 2. So check out part 1 first. I need to go ahead and put these both together, but I'm not all that tech savvy. So until the next one, I'm out.